Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Kira Zvorykina and Gladkov. This is a game from White Russian Championship, played in 1958. Kira Zvorykina had white pieces and she started with e4. Gladkov played e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, the Spanish game, a6, bishop to a4, knight to f6, Kira Zvorykina castled kingside, bishop to e7, and now rook to e1 is the most played move. Kira Zvorykina played bishop takes knight on c6, delayed exchange variation. Black to move, how to recapture the bishop, with the b pawn or with the d pawn. D takes on c6 was played, capturing away from the center for a reason. If b takes on c6, then knight takes on e5. So we have d takes on e6, queen to e1. If now knight takes on e5, knight takes on e4, and rook to e1 is out of question because of queen to d4. Back to our game. After d takes on e6, Kira Zvorykina played queen to e1, defending the pawn on e4 and making room on d1 for the rook. Knight to d7, defending the pawn, d4, e takes on d4, knight takes on d4. Gladkov castled kingside too. Knight to c3, knight to b6, bishop to e3, knight to c4, attacking the bishop. What is the best square for the bishop? Also the pawn on b2 is under attack. What would you do in this position? How would you defend the bishop? Kira Zvorykina played rook to d1, setting a little trap. Queen to e8 was played. Well, knight takes on e3 was possible, and after queen takes knight, bishop to c5. But what was the trap? This was the trap. If knight takes on b2, then knight takes on c6. And if knight takes on d1, knight takes queen. If queen to e8, knight takes on e7, queen takes on e7, knight to d5, and white has initiative. Back to our game. We have queen to e8, queen is safer on e8. Defending the pawn on b2, sometimes you have to use a reverse gear. c5, knight from d to e2, b5, knight to d5, bishop to d8, defending the pawn on c7, knight to g3, knight to b6, intending to exchange white's very well placed knight. Knight to e3, again the reverse gear, not changing any pieces. Bishop to f6, king to h1, preparing f4. Black to move. g6. You got to be careful and think twice before you push pawns in front of the king like this. But Gladkov was counting on his dark squared bishop to take care of dark squares. Good thinking. It is all good, but don't lose that dark squared bishop. f4 as planned, bishop to h4, pinning the knight. f5, the move that makes perfect sense. Bishop to b7, and now knight to g4. The knight is eyeing dark squares. No black king would like to have this monster knight so close to him. So black played the obvious. h5, kicking the knight back. What is the best square for the knight? We have reached the most interesting moment of the game. White knight is under attack. What now? What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for white in this position. Did you pause? What did you find? Did you find this very beautiful move? Knight to h6, check. Well, this is not a bad move. Perhaps king to h7 would be played. Not a bad move, but there was a better move. There was a killer move. Knight takes pawn on h5. The pinned knight captured the pawn. What is going on? Black to move. Black decided to test this sacrifice. Bishop takes queen. Well, even if queen to e7, after knight to g3, white is still winning. So we have bishop takes queen, knight from h to f6 check, king to h8, white to move. What would you do now? How would you continue? Kira had to see this move before sacrificing the queen. Rook to d3. If you found rook to f3, this is okay too. This is also working. We have rook to d3, and there is really no good defense against this move. Queen takes pawn on e4 was played. White played a move and black resigned. The move is the obvious one. Rook to h3, check. And Gladkov resigned in view of this continuation. King to g7, well, bishop to h4 is not helping neither, so to save half a second we'll play immediately. King to g7, then rook to h7, check, mate. Wow, what a finish. What do you think of this game? Very interesting strategy by Kira Zvorykina, using a reverse gear to her advantage. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.